Hi, my name is Sean,
My name is Mehek.
And I'm Vivian.
and today our group will be exploring the implications of integrating artificial intelligence into intellectual property and patent management systems.
So we wanted to start off with our cluster map to explain our brainstorming process and highlight the interconnected components of our issue. We categorized the impact into five main areas: legal and ethical considerations, workforce impact, operational efficiency, cost implications, and quality and accuracy. To highlight one section, operational efficiency would include a reduction in time for patent searches, faster patent drafting, and other factors. Creating a cluster map provided a helpful starting point to examine how AI could result in positive and negative outcomes.
Integrating AI into IP and patent management is incredibly important in the current world due to its various applications. For example, AI can automate patent searches using machine learning and natural language processing to significantly reduce the amount of time it takes to conduct patent analysis. Also, it can take historical patent data and tech trends to forecast the potential value of patents in specific domains, which is pretty important for businesses considering investments and patent acquisitions. Lastly, it can take together vast amounts of data like patent citations, litigation history, and more to estimate patent value and as well as offer revenue strategies.
We also created a stakeholder map to consider the networks across the system. We decided on five main stakeholders: inventors and innovators, technology companies, law firms, regulatory bodies, and the public. These key stakeholders not only interact with each other, but also within each of these systems. For example, law firms, technology companies, and regulatory bodies all talk to each other to ensure that the technology that is being created abides by the local and global laws and regulations. So, in terms of the current uses of AI in patent services, researchers have used GPT models for several different tasks, such as generating patent descriptions, since they can be valuable in patent analysis and organization. Secondly, convolutional neural networks, or CNNs, are a type of AI system that identifies sketches and diagrams and help classify objects and images in patents. Lastly, while AI is becoming more prevalent in the patent management industry, the gold standard is still human evaluations for reviewing patent work. However, it is extremely time consuming and expensive. So, automated patent evaluation includes comparing texts to references that have already been assessed by a human evaluator. Moving on to the problem landscape, we made a root cause diagram that breaks down the problem into contributing factors, underlying indirect symptoms, and contributing underlying indirect causes. For example, on the surface, difficulty in integrating AI with legacy IP systems may have underlying causes, such as a lack of professionals with expertise who could reduce the need for extensive change management. To learn more about the AI processes from an expert, we conducted an interview with Dr. Mandeep Baveja, the CEO of Trexo Global, which is an IP and patent management technology company. And we also learned that it is relatively difficult to embed AI into legacy IP systems. Legacy systems have been in place for decades, and they contrast modern systems that promote scalability and integration. Mr. Baveja also emphasized that integrating AI into systems is a cost and resource intensive issue.
The most common concern surrounding AI is usually job displacement, and IP is certainly not an exception to this. AI can automate things like data entry, document review, art searches, and etc., which serve as a really big threat to jobs like paralegals, administrative staff, and legal assistants. Also, legal staff might need to learn how to use AI to stay competitive in the field, which requires upskilling. And this is an issue because it takes a long time to enforce and also takes up a lot of resources. Now, let's talk about limitations when it comes to AI itself. AI is inherently unreliable and it cannot really truly understand context like humans do, and often generate outputs that sound good but may not be factually accurate. This is really because AI operates purely on patterns and data it's been trained on, unlike human cognition, which involves context, intuition, and experiential learning. Therefore, AI can only produce outputs that seem coherent but are fundamentally flawed.
Next, moving on to ethical concerns, we conducted an interview with Mr. Wassam, who is a partner at Warner Norcross, an expert in this field. He highlights a major problem, which is that AI systems often lack transparency, which makes it hard to understand how decisions are made, leading to potential biases. This brings us to black box problem. AI works in ways that are not easily understandable, and unlike traditional programming where you can clearly see and understand the code, AI learns from data in complex ways that even developers themselves may not fully grasp. He emphasized that organizations in IP need extremely clear guidelines to manage these ethical concerns and avoid legal challenges. Next, I'll pass it on to Mayhawk, who's going to go into talking about the solutions landscape.
So one of the solutions we wanted to highlight is from Trexo Global that uses a phased integration approach that incorporates AI modules incrementally to reduce the need for extensive change management. They recently implemented Auto Forms Generator, or DocGen, that automates the process of generating patent evaluations for intellectual property. They have seen a 20% increase in efficiency and a decrease in time, cost, and resources to complete manual work.
In terms of wider scale initiatives, the USPTO creates various AI guidelines for firms related to patent management all over the world to help address ethical concerns. For example, AI subject matter eligibility provides specific criteria on how to evaluate patent claims using AI, while also ensuring validity and legal policies. The AI inventorship guidance for AI-assisted inventions creates a criteria for validity that measures the amount of human input and analysis that goes into managing patents with AI. Furthermore, the USPTO's training programs helps, legal admins, patent attorneys, and IP managers upskill in order to stay competitive in the field.
Next, I'll go into talking about gaps and levers. Integrating AI into IP and patent management faces challenges with outdated legacy systems lacking modern language support. Developing middleware solution is key to enabling seamless AI integration. Another challenge is the uneven adaptation of ethical AI guidelines across global legal institutions, which leads to varied practices in AI-assisted patent analysis. Increasing awareness and advocacy can promote uniform adoption and interpretation of AI guidelines, ensuring consistent ethical standards. Finally, implementing effective training programs encounters hurdles such as time constraints and differing tech familiarity among legal professionals. Partnerships with online schools and universities offering flexible, self-paced courses tailored to legal needs can address these challenges. Professional certification incentives can further encourage participation. Conclusions and key insights. Integrating AI into legacy IP systems is complex due to legacy code and infrastructures requiring system updates and compatibility adjustments. Companies like Trexo Global are adopting phased AI integration, starting with non-critical processes to minimize disruption and manage change efficiently. National patent offices and AI firms are working together to establish standardized AI protocols, enhancing interoperability across systems. Developing robust middleware that supports various architectures and data format is essential to reduce compatibility issues and ensure smooth AI integration. And that concludes our presentation. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope the discussion on integrating AI into IP and patent management has been insightful for you. Take care and have a wonderful rest of the day.